right, today we are making a boho themed dresser with lots and lots of floral resin. You want to have it all out in front of you like that. What you need is casting resin. It dries white. The downside is you have to stir, mix, and pour it within 2 minutes or it starts to warm and harden. You need your favorite decor molds. I will list my favorite right here. Okay, you also need a measuring cup to mix the resin in. You need glue. This is my favorite. You can get it at any hardware store. And you need painter's tape to hold the resin in place, unless you plan to have it horizontal. So an easier way is almost to take the drawer out or have the piece laying down that you want to coat in resin, because then gravity can just do the work for you and you don't have to tape it in place. For me, I'm going to keep it upright. Oh, and you need a stirring stick. So let's go. So when I arrange resin, I usually just do it intuitively. I often try and do it so that there's a real mix of the big and little pieces, but I often have the bigger pieces when I'm doing a dresser like this on the bottom, and as I work my way to the top, they get just a little bit smaller and smaller. I find aesthetically it just looks really good, and I'm also always aware of not having two of the same molds next to each other and to have a good amount of space between duplicates. I just think it looks more organic that way. With antique and vintage furniture like this, it's always a good idea to prime it before you paint it. I like to use the Sure Prep bonding primer. It really is like magic. Whatever surface you paint, it bonds the paint to it so well. It's just my go-to, and I now use it for everything. So I use Paint Couture's Buttercream, although the first coat I darkened it just a little bit, but then I decided that I just preferred the way it came out of the paint can. So you'll notice that the first coat looks a little bit more yellow or a little bit darker, and then the second coat lightens up because I regretted darkening it. It just looked better as it was.